What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to go over my personal top 5 American muscle cars that you can get for under $5,000.
Yeah, look at that LB7 smoke, baby. Because it's freaking America Day, that's why.
If you guys are new here, my name is Matt or Snussie Copen. I do a lot of things on my channel, mostly automotive, some tobacco-related stuff, but I'm kind of drifting away from that because I really want to focus on the automotive side of this channel. Now, I do want you guys to know that this is 100% my personal list, so if you guys agree, disagree, drop a comment down below for what cars you think should have been in this list. Coming in at number 5 on this list is actually a car that I personally owned before, and that is the 1993 to 1997 Firebird Trans Am or Z28 4th gen. It came with the 5.7 liter LT1 that had 275 horsepower at 5,000 RPMs, 325 foot-pounds of torque at 2,400 RPMs. It weighed in around 3,400 pounds. Either came with the 6-speed manual T56 or the 4-speed automatic. It got around 15 city MPGs and around 23 highway. You can pick these things up for anywhere from like $1,500 to $5,000. Now, for being 1993, some decently impressive numbers with the 0 to 60 in 6.1 seconds and a quarter mile in 14.3. And let's be honest, the LT1, despite the fact of being slower than the LS1, obviously the LS1 having newer technology, LT1 sounds freaking phenomenal. Coming in at number 4, a car that I thought you couldn't not put this on the list, and that is the Fox Body Mustang. Now, when I say the Fox Body Mustang, I'm referring to specifically 85 to 93, which the specs kind of varied from 200 horsepower to 225 horsepower factory, depending on the year. Also, 270 foot-pounds of torque to 300 foot-pounds of torque, and weighing in around 3,200 pounds. Coming equipped with either the 4-speed automatic with overdrive or the T5 manual transmission. It did a 0 to 60 in 6.2 seconds and a quarter mile in 14.8. So truthfully, it's not that much slower than what that 4th gen LT1 Camaro is. And let's face it, there is so much history behind the Fox Body. Why would you not want to pick up a Fox Body? Now, I know some people want an arm and a leg for the Fox Bodies, but it is highly achievable to find a clean body running and driving that might need a little bit of work for $2,000-$3,000, and then you dump $2,000 into it, and guess what? You're still under $5K, and you own a freaking piece of history. Coming in at number 3 on the list, definitely not the type of vehicle that you would imagine somebody rocking around with a mullet and, just jamming out to some old rock. But believe it or not, you can pick up a 06 Dodge Charger RT, whether it's, a used police model or just somebody that, just wants to get rid of it. They do come in around anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000. You can find them in any range, obviously some needing more than others, but you can find a police vehicle, which, listen, I get people try to stay away from police vehicles. I know they idle a lot, they're constantly running, but truthfully, the majority of police departments get rid of a Charger at 100,000 miles. So at 100,000 miles, you can pick it up for $3,000. Even if you have to get another motor in it, eventually at some point, you're still making out so much better because the majority of the other cars on this list aren't anywhere close to 2006. Now, they do come factory of 340 horsepower at 5,000 RPMs, 390 foot-pounds of torque at 4,000 RPMs. They do come with that fantastic 5.7 Hemi with a 0 to 60 in 5.6 seconds and a quarter mile in 14.1. Now, it does weigh a little bit more. I would label it not necessarily a boat, but it's definitely up there in weight at 4,031 pounds. Gets an estimated 17 miles per gallon city, 25 on the highway, and it only comes with the 5-speed auto with overdrive. Like I said, you can pick these up anywhere between $2,000 and $5,000. Definitely a good bang for your buck if you're looking for something that is a little bit newer, that has power that you can get the sound out of. The unfortunate part is you're not going to have a manual transmission. Now, I went back and forth between number 2 and number 1, but coming in at number 2 is the 1999 to 2004 Mustang GT. Comes with the 4.6 liter with 260 horsepower at 5,250 RPMs, 302 foot-pounds of torque at 4,000 RPMs, is 0 to 60 in 5.5 seconds, a quarter mile in 14.1. It either comes with the 4-speed automatic or the 5-speed manual, brings in 15 miles per gallon city, 22 on the highway. You can pick these up for literally a dime a dozen. You could get a super clean 99 to 04 Mustang GT for under $5K. Mileage might be a little bit higher, but you know, that's all personal preference type deal. The sound of the 4.6s are just, I love the sound of the 4.6 Mustang. And I will throw in some clips. You know, I have compared a couple different videos between the 1994 or 1999 to 04 Mustang GT and another vehicle, and unfortunately that video or that other vehicle comes in at number 1 on this list, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can guess what it is. On the list, and you guys, I feel like a lot of you guys were going to see this, and it's not just because I am a GM fan. It has nothing to do with that. Let's face it, everybody does LS swaps in a lot of vehicles because it's not that expensive to do an LS swap and push out good power. So coming in at number 1 is the 1998 to 2002 Firebird Trans Am and Camaro Z28, which came with a 5.7 liter LS1 engine that everybody loves. Everybody loves the sound of it. Everybody loves the power. Slap a turbo on that sucker, and man, the thing just boot scoot and boogies right on along. Coming in at 305 horsepower at 5,200 RPMs and 335 foot-pounds of torque at 4,000 RPMs. 0 to 60 in 5.1 seconds, a quarter mile in 13.6. Came with the 4-speed automatic transmission or the 6-speed manual. It did weigh a little bit more at 3,439 pounds, but truthfully, and this is what made me put the LS1 platform over the 99 to 04 Mustang GT, they just couldn't keep up. Power-wise, I mean, the Fox body just annihilated the 3rd-gen Camaro. Mustang was a little bit behind performance and spec-wise in comparison to the LS platform. Obviously, as we all know, GM took a break from the Camaro and the Firebird for 8 years after 2002, and guess what? The Mustang kept rolling, and the Mustang kept the 4.6 for quite a while, but it was hard for me not to be kind of judgmental and putting the LS on top of this list. If this was your first time watching a video on my channel, guys, I hope you give this video a big thumbs up. Do not forget to smash that subscribe button down below. Join us on our journey to 5,000 subscribers. Comment if you think that there's a vehicle that I am missing off of this list that very well could have taken over a spot. And I will catch you guys in the friggin' next one.